Hello everyone, welcome back to Soul Talk with Cash. Now today we're going to be talking about 5 relationship blunders that couples need to avoid, especially when you're married. So many couples fall into the trap of everything was going controlled, smooth, innocent. It was only a working lunch. Before you know it, they're sliding down into this deep pit, and some never recover. Some never find their way out. And that's the end of the relationship from there. So many married couples find themselves in compromising positions that end up ruining their marriages. I do not want that to happen to any of you. And so today I'll be sharing those 5 blunders that you need to be mindful of and avoid. And the first blunder is not making your partner your best friend. How much do you enjoy being around your partner? Is your partner your best friend? If not, make sure to invest time and effort and ensure that you build that relationship with your partner so strong that they become your best friend. Relationship expert John Gottman. He's the author of several books. One of them is The 7 Principles for Making Marriage Work. He said happy marriages are based on deep friendship, and that friendship is the core of a strong marriage. Gottman's research has also shown that a high quality friendship in marriage is an important predictor of romantic and physical satisfaction. Friendships help married couples to feel safe enough to be open and honest with each other without feeling judged or feeling insecure. And they don't have to worry about that. And this is why partners should nurture the friendship by spending quality time with each other, getting to understand your partner, that your partner will understand you. And so you can be open and honest with everything. And if you feel as if something is missing from your relationship, you can feel free to share that with your partner so that you can work on it together. Let your spouse be your confidant, that you can talk to them about everything and anything. The second relationship blunder that couples need to avoid is sharing your relationship problems with the opposite sex, especially if you know that this person is an admirer. This is a potentially dangerous situation, or it is a recipe for disaster. Never share your problems with people who do not have your relationship at heart. Never share your problems with people who do not value the sacredness of your relationship, because they will be commenting, giving you advice, and they will jeopardize your relationship and how you view your partner. If you need help with your relationship problems, it's best to reach out to a professional who does not have any ulterior motives and who will take an unbiased approach to your situation. Because when you share your deep issues with others, you end up being vulnerable. Your vulnerability may be taken for granted. You may even become emotionally attached and interested with this person who is being so thoughtful, so considerate. This person is listening to you empathetically, and they are sharing with you as if they care about you. And you can become emotionally attached to that person because you may feel as if this is what you're lacking in your relationship. And if your partner doesn't understand you or listening to you, then you may be more drawn to this person. And before long, the relationship is heading in a direction where you did not intend for it to go. Also, when you share your issues with others, this person now has the permission to make comments, to give advice, and those advice may not be in your best interest. So you have to be careful when you decide to share your problems with other people. The third blunder that couples make sometimes is accepting casual friendships with others and not adhering to boundaries. Now, nothing may be wrong with just having a lot of friends casually, but when the boundaries are not clearly defined and when you yourself have not upheld the standard and the boundaries that you have surrounding your relationship, now that is where everything can go out of control. Now, what are some of those boundaries that you have set for your relationship? You have to think about those things, and when those boundaries are crossed, you have to draw the line, take a stand, and ensure that everybody else understands where your boundaries are and that they are not intended to be crossed. Most people start cheating innocently with a little flirting, little interest, attraction, and these interactions end up starts eroding the boundaries that you have surrounding your relationship. According to an article, The Signal, both physical and emotional cheating or infidelity are often the root of divorce cases. According to Michael Robbins, who is a divorce attorney, he wrote in a September 2021 article, the American Pathologists Association reports that anywhere between 20 to 40% of divorces are linked to infidelity, and men tend to cheat more often than women do. As an article in the New York Times underscores, the definition of infidelity varies widely, but it typically includes explicit sexual acts with a person outside of the relationship. Sometimes it includes emotional affair, pornography, internet relationships, or being flirtatious. Now, how do you prevent this? As I spoke to earlier, boundaries are extremely important. Couples should maintain those clear boundaries for their relationship, and if you don't have those clear boundaries, make sure you think about it and establish them. And if you feel like your relationship is being threatened, be sure to talk to your partner, who should be your best friend. How many of you would say to your partner, "Hon, you know that John is expressing interest in me?" Or Jane says she likes me? Would you tell your partner if you are attracted to someone else? Don't keep those kind of secrets that you're battling with. If you need help, your partner should be able to offer some help to you and will help you now, becoming your accountability partner and helping you deal with those issues. And there are certain decisions that you're going to need to take as it relates to those persons who express interest or those persons who you clearly pick up the cues that they are into you. The emphasis is allow your partner to be your best friend, that you can be open and honest with them, and this maintains trust when you share everything that is affecting you and affecting your relationship and potential threats to your relationship. The fourth blunder that couples tend to make is focusing on everything that is going wrong with your partner instead of focusing on what is going right and what are the things that you really admire, what are the things you really appreciate. Those are the things that you should focus on, because when you focus on all the negatives, that affects your mind and allows you to become less appreciative. You may even become disrespectful, have disregard for your partner, and eventually lose interest in your partner. Also, it allows you to feel as if you are having one of the worst relationships there is, when in fact it is not so. Of course, you can tell the outcome of that sort of feeling and thinking instead of focusing on those things that are not going well or those things that you really don't like. Try to shift your focus on some of those things that you truly love, appreciate, and admire about your partner, and start expressing gratitude to your partner and for those things that your partner is doing well that you really appreciate. Compliment those good things. Tell them how they make you feel when they did something nice for you or when they are being nice, and the traits that you admire, just encourage those and compliment those. When you focus on those positive things, things will change. The dynamics of your relationship will change. I believe in the saying that what you focus on, you attract, or what you focus on grows. The fifth and final blunder that I'll be sharing with you has to do with allowing the spark in your relationship to dwindle. Eventually, if you are not intentional in working on the growth and the happiness and to find fulfillment in your relationship, the spark will fade and you will lose interest in your partner. Couples should be careful not to be caught up in the busyness of life and the routine that they start operating like roommates with their partners. You have to be intentional about making your relationship work, making yourself happy, and making your partner feel happy and appreciated. And although I say this so casually, it does happen, because couples who are not intentional about the growth and development of their relationship, they can fall into the trap and the routine of just living, existing, doing the chores, going to work, going to church, getting things done. That all the relationship boils down to is that partnership where you're working together to achieve certain tasks, and at the expense of building, developing, growing together as a couple that is united, growing stronger, finding fulfillment, joy, and happiness in your relationship. Don't allow life to happen to you. Take control of life, take control of your situation, and be intentional about those date nights. Be intentional about those planned special events that you are both interested in. Be intentional to build, work on the friendship, and to fuel the love. Because, for example, if you have a fire with some sticks and you don't keep adding sticks to the fire, adding the fuel to the fire, eventually the sticks are going to burn out and the fire is going to go dim. And that will happen to your relationship if you do not invest in building it and ensuring that the love that you had, the attraction that you had when you just started, if you're not intentional about that, it's going to dwindle. Meet your partner's love needs. Feed him or her through their love language. By doing that, you will find that both of you are dating again. Both of you are spending that quality time just getting to know each other, enjoying each other's company, and creating that bond that you know you deserve, you know you want. And it would not be easy for other interferences, other people, all the things that are happening outside to come between what you share with your partner. Be intentional about being kind and respectful to each other all the time. If you mess up, start over, start anew, and get that ball running. What I want you to do is to share with me some of those relationship blunders that you believe need to go in the comments, because I'd love to hear from you. Before you go, make sure to give this video a like, subscribe if you haven't done so already, and turn on your all notification bell so that every time I upload a video, you will be the first to know. Until next time, I will see you in the next one.